Okay, we are live. Hello. How's it going? Bit late today. Had a little bit of client work to catch up on. And corn is being harvested outside. That's kind of cool to see. I'm gonna miss having all the corn right next to me though. Oh, I've gotten used to it. Alright, so here's the plan for today. I have one thing to work on for a collaboration that I just figured I may as well do on stream. And after that, depending how long that takes, I'm going to work a little bit on the C++ port. And I'll see if there are any community PRs to merge and stuff as well. And then I've got some time off scheduled for this weekend, so no night stream. Well, I don't know. Technically, I might have some time. We'll see. But we're going to start with the morning deadlift that I forgot to do. .365 moving easy enough. Okay, let's get to stream view. Okay, welcome. Soy next year? What? Oh, yes, convert. Actually, yes. Strength level 99. Here, I'll prove it real quick. You probably saw. Oh, yeah, you saw the RuneScape post, right? I don't play anymore because I just do dev all day. But, yeah, 2057, 37 mil strength XP, 43 mil ranged. And where is it? Yeah, 418 chambers. Where's Tob? 300 Tob, a little bit of hard mode. And where's challenge mode? 39 CMs. There you go. And as promised, yeah. That's 99 twice. If not for OSRS. I mean, to be fair, I did kind of get a PhD thesis topic out of it, right? I did kind of get a PhD thesis. The scary thing is that's only one of 2 MMOs that I have about the same amount of time in. The vast majority of my gaming hours is about 4,000 hours in each of 2 different MMOs. No Iron Man. I hate skilling. I was like moderately okay at NHing as well. That game is straight heroin to me though. Like I cannot download that game, otherwise RL will not succeed. I don't think anything has ever remotely gotten me as much as MMOs do. Like any competitive game is a few weeks at most, like at a time, like any comp game. A few hundred hours of Overwatch, a few hundred hours of League. But it's not remotely the same as an MMO. I will say though that we are going to eventually have, Neural MMO 3 is not going to be the last MMO. I am absolutely going to allow myself to do Neural MMO 4 at some point. There will be more. It's the best environment for RL, so. What did Meta fire AI engineer? I'm not gonna comment on just like random tech news. I have no idea, right? The other MMO, wow, nope. Any French viewers in the audience? Anybody know Dofus? That's the other one. I would run anywhere from 4 to 8 accounts at a time on that game. Basically tactical fantasy chess on steroids as an MMO. It's ironically not that good of a game unless you play it on a bunch of accounts at the same time, but it's kind of awesome when you do. Okay. So, oh, we have more questions. Hello, I'm another student inside of US Cal. Plan to continue education. Can you write this user account another letter of recommendation? I can't write you a letter of recommendation if I have not worked with you. That's not how it works. And you wouldn't want me to, even if I agreed to, because I wouldn't be able to write you a letter that talks about anything that you've done whatsoever or any of my experience with you because I have none. All right. Let's go check out the topic for today. Oh, I probably didn't update the stream title. Well, there will be some hardcore perf optimization later, anyways. Let me go find this DM. That is actually something that we're very interested in. We just haven't happened to get any client inquiries in that domain yet. Where is... Okay, so here is... Oh, wow, okay. Contrastive loss. Okay, we can do something with this, right? Where is... what is the command syntax for this? It's like... It's checkout with the commit number, right? Or the PR number, I mean. Why do we have 20 notifications in 5 seconds? Oh, this silly thing. Eh. Fun. FBR. Welcome. Yeah, this is it. What I was looking for. Okay, we got contrastive. And let's see what we're supposed to do with this. Yeah. Goal is going to be that we basically we test this out on some environments. We do a bit of work on this, and then I get to spend some time on the C++, and then that's the week. Oh, and that we get some bench sets in. Can't forget that. Every day is bench day. Eat Mind podcast next week and Joe Rogan the week after. Who the heck would I like to be on a podcast with? Podcast, not really. Who would actually be cool? Carmack would be awesome. Or actually, realistically, the one that I could probably figure out how to arrange would be Rayson. Rayson's awesome. We're not starting a podcast. I already stream enough. You get enough puffer content. Loves the sound of his own voice. I don't know if it's as much that, man, as just like he's not used to being in front of a camera. It's weird if you're not used to it, you know? It's a great thing to do in general. If you've got social anxiety or whatever, it'll get that fixed up right quick. Hey, Jess. Today I am messing with this contrastive loss PR a little bit, and then we're going to get to C++ Optim. Okay, so this doesn't do anything, my guy. Let's, yeah. I'm not attempting to merge this. This is more of a collaboration where somebody made a branch that has a contrastive loss and wants it tested. I see. So we need to do... They provide a script of some variety for this. Doesn't like to learn without search, but hey. Right, 1.2 mil. So Jess, I think that there's like a action space pruning thing going on. You should totally be able to learn chess. Like, just thinking about it, there's no way you can't learn chess. It's like it's an annoying obs and action encoding problem, I'd say. I'll be happy to take a look at it at some point with you. Maybe even later today once I do this. I don't really have to make more C++ progress today. I'd be happy to do a couple community PRs depending. Or community-like things. I do need to have this done today, though. This is for a collab. Simple test. Is... I see. Yeah, this is good. Did you succeed with the pie packaging? I believe so. Go try more tonight. I don't get anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, though, Jess. Like, chess is going to be a really, really cool env. I totally believe that you can get like a bot that's better than me as well. I'm not good at chess. If you get a bot that you can just train in a few minutes that's better than me, that'll already be so cool. I don't think you need that, man. What are you doing with the obs? Like, the most basic thing I would do with the obs would just be, like, one hot all the pieces, and then you have, how many piece types are there? There's, like, is it, like, 8 pieces? So it's, like, wait, pawn, king, queen, rook, bishop, knight. Is it 7 types? So, and then 2 colors. So it's going to be 8 by 8 by 14 obs. I totally believe that if you have 8 like that with a reasonable architecture versus a one-step look-ahead opponent, you can train something that'll beat that very quickly. Small models are possible to run. Inference on a Raspberry Pi is totally doable. I don't know how fast those are for training. That'll probably suck. It might be faster than SB3 with a GPU, which is funny, but it's still not going to be super fast. If it's like just a low-end CPU, presumably you can get, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 50,000 steps per second training for very simple ends with no GPU. But you can definitely deploy small models on a Raspberry Pi, no problem. Okay, what is this thing? Why did that not log until 107 mil? Oh, you have to do... Hold the C++. The C++ branch is a mess, though, dude. Yeah, it should be able to go up quite a bit, though. If you just calc flops, you should be able to go up quite a bit. The next thing is going to be, for me, is going to be porting the optimizer. The optimizer has to get ported to C. Because you can't pass it a Python optimizer. I think you might be able to make some of the optimizers from C++, though. So we'll see. Welcome, everyone on YouTube. So what we're doing today here is, first, I am messing with this contrastive loss PR, and we're seeing if we can get this to do anything. And then after that, I'm going to be back to working on the C++ port of PufferLib and perf optimizations there. That is the idea for the day. And then if you have questions or things, if you're looking to get started with Puffer over the weekend, ask today because I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm taking some time off this weekend. It's been pretty much like 3 weeks straight of just grinding on this. Okay, so somehow the profiling is like broken or whatever. What is this? Come on. What the heck? Looks like a small bug. Yeah, I've been at the farm 3 weeks. I've gotten a lot done in that time, right? Don't know what's happened to my dashboard, but probably this chunk of logic got messed up somehow in this PR. You move farm. Well, Connecticut was where I grew up. I mean, I went out to undergrad in California, right? And then I did grad in Boston. Nail stuck. Wing. Okay, here's contrastive on. It's slow. Yeah, it very slow. Yeah, 4090. The farm is Maryland, yep. Suburbs to farm. Not really. There's not really a family. It's my family just got a farm. And I went, oh, cool, that sounds peaceful. Let me, let's put some servers and some gym equipment. There's a new course record as well for the farm run today. Just the trail that I do around here is 5.7 miles. Hard trail, like really like soft ground, gives under your feet a lot. Running through tall grass as well. It is 8:27 pace per mile. Down from the previous was 9:06 or something. 9:03, something like that. Felt good today. Oops, the temp has gotta be... just temperature... Hang on. 510 away. Bullish on founders that run and lift hard. You missed the morning deadlift already. The morning deadlift bar is up to 365. My best pull was 410 for 2, but that was with belt and straps and also substantially heavier than I am now. So we're going to see if I can get back to 4 plates, but with no belt, no straps, just chalk. Yeah, you also get to hear the servers, Jess, but other than that, it's quite peaceful. Hello, Ahmed. Okay, so this has to get divided. Wait, did you live stream your polls? You know what, Mark? Here you go. Just for you. One extra rep never hurt anybody. Multi-threading. Multi-threading actually might be legitimately helpful to us with the infrastructure. Yeah, so fairly easy 365. I figure my max is probably like just under 400 depending. So we're gonna get to a comfortable 4-plate. That's the goal. Like a comfortable, just pull it whenever 4-plate would be good. And then I won't have to actually feel like I need to max it. I'll just do, we'll have like the comfortable max, right? Which is more likely, kind of like a 5-rep max. Creatine will get you there. I ordered some creatine. I don't take any. We'll see if the new stuff doesn't bother my stomach. I honestly don't even really know if I'll like it that much. I didn't get it for the fitness. I got it because apparently it's good for cognitive stuff. Because on the fitness side, it also kind of makes you just carry a couple extra, well, more than a couple extra pounds of water weight, which isn't great. That kind of just sucks overall. So we'll see how that feels. If it's enough of an energy boost, though, that carrying the extra few pounds, like, doesn't hurt my running, then I'll be fine with it. Because, you know, you have to carry all that extra water for 5.7 miles every morning over trails. This looks like a fine setup, yeah. Looks fine. Lightweight. You know, Mark, the thing I really miss is being able to overhead press. I hurt my shoulder, and it's the one thing that just refuses to fix itself. I might have to go get like some shock therapy or something, because I can't press more than like 100 pounds straight up, even on a machine, without the shoulder buckling. I could technically train one shoulder, I guess, but that kind of sucks. I don't know what to do about that. I figure eventually I'll just get to a training block where the objective of my next training block is fix my shoulders, and I'll just dedicate time to it. Because I'm kind of doing a million things right now, right? Like, outside of all the work I actually do, I've got the morning running training, I've got the The current, like, the deadlift goal plus the just like general muscle building training, bodybuilding style training, trying to put on lean muscle because I lost a lot of weight. And then I've got the flexibility training I do in the evenings. I already have quite a bit of training doing. Did you do any kinesiology? Well, I'd have to know what that field is in order to. Is that the like study of muscles and how they behave? Well, I can spell it. Oh yeah. No, not at all. You heard it lifting? Yeah, Mark, because so somebody distracted me on a dumbbell press, basically. It wasn't fun. And it seemed like a really minor injury at the time, but it just refused to heal. On a shoulder problem, started sleeping on my back and it fixed it. Really? Oops. Yeah, that's tough. I had a decent enough overhead as well. Like, I had a 165 strict overhead press. Um, that was my best, and I was like, I had a pretty solid training program, and I was trying to go for a body weight strict press, or like maybe like a 200-pound push press, and it hurt my shoulder. Tear wasn't getting better. Yeah, I probably just have some sort of small tear. I figure I need to just do more accessory as well, like do face pulls, kind of just like all sorts of light pulls from different angles, and I'll probably be able to start training it as long as I ease into it. 10 sessions of phys. Yeah, I mean, that's probably true as well. This is what was solved it. Well, Mark, like, I tried sleeping on my other shoulder and it didn't fix this one. So, you know? Heck is this? Looks good, right? I don't have bands, but I have, I have this whole. I really love this cable machine. It was the cheapest thing that I got in the new batch of equipment, and it's been the thing I've used by far the most. This like dual stack cable tower. I got that whole thing for less than $2,000. Nautilus dual stack, 240 pound, 240 pounds per stack. I know what servers cost, and servers cost way more than that. So, yay, equipment. What the hell's this? Ugh. Try a reboot. We're gonna get this sweep running, and then I'm gonna do a couple bench sets, and then we're gonna hopefully do some C++. I kind of hope they don't finish cutting all the corn today. Oh. If they cut all the corn, there's nothing to like wave in the wind. It's peaceful. At least I get my view back. Come on, machine should be back up by now. Give it a minute. I need to buy some more at some point, Mark. I do need to buy some more. Server interest rates. I'm not buying them on credit. I just buy them straight out in cash. When I said before that all of these were paid off, like, I bought them before with my own cash, and then, you know, the company turned out enough revenue to, like, fully pay off the investment, is what I meant. These ones, we've got, I think, 8 boxes, which are just, like, top-end desktops. Well, for the time, top-end desktops with 4090s in them. And then we've got, there's one box with a 5090, which is probably the spec I would use for new ones with AMD chips, AMD like CPUs and 5090s. And then I've got 2 tiny boxes that have 6 4090s each. So Puffer's got like 20, 22 GPUs total. Yeah. You buy them new, ever consider used? You can't like bulk buy top-end used desktops. And if they're 3 years old used, then they're basically useless anyways. Honestly, I've had enough problems with these that, like, I don't want to save the money at this point. I just want to pay, and I want to have the thing not ever have any problems. Because these ones they sent to me, the Intel chips have just given me non-stop problems. I'm never buying another Intel chip ever. Like, fuck Intel. I bought Intel everything forever, and they shipped 2 consecutive generations of faulty chips somehow. So no more Intel chips. And then also these ones, this one's on main gear. The fans that they sent were super cheap, and I can hear them rattling now, and it's super obnoxious. So like every time I notice these rattling, I kind of remember, okay, they sent me shitty fans. So the next ones I would buy they'd be AMD CPUs, 5090s, and Noctua fans for sure. Hmm. Buy from Dell? Nope. Dell doesn't make this type of crap. I don't think. Like, you go to gaming desktop companies. I got these from Main Gear. Let's see, convert. I might actually be able to help you with this. But I'm going to need you to post the link again in a second. Can you post the link again, convert? Wait, they don't have 128 core Threadrippers, right? They have 64 core and 108 thread CPUs, right? $9950X3D. This is good. Yeah. Cool. 8 gig kit. Get yourself a 4 TB drive because they're cheap and you might as well. 5090. 1200 watts enough. You might need 1600. I think 1200 probably okay though. I don't know. Yeah, this is basically my identical build, man. Except we have 9950X. We didn't get the X3Ds. I don't know if there's a difference between those two, honestly, for what we do. But yeah, solid build. It's actually kind of nice to see all this on here, because then I know the markup. Because the markups used to be really low, but actually... Oh yeah, here's the wattage is low. Fine. Yeah, this is good. So you add a case into this is $4,000. So yeah, they started selling them for like $7,000 or whatever, which was ridiculous. You're missing a few things on here though, dude. You're missing your case fans. That actually matters. Get Noctua case fans. Don't deal with the shitty ones that just whatever. And get yourself a nice case. Don't try to build it small. That's what I'd say. I think you can do... Here. I mean, this is basically all I did, right? Customs. Where the heck is this? I think we did... Yeah, we did the north. So the latest ones that I did was this. You just go to 5090. Yo, your website shouldn't lag when I go to do this, and it shouldn't display me ads. I present to you the state of modern web development. Well, apparently I can't even do it. So, you can go type that config in here and see if it works for you. Modern web development, people. I swear we just need to, like, burn React and all the modern frameworks, and, like, the people who work on these and the people who use these and like these just need to know that they are bad programmers and need to feel bad about themselves. Like, it's just pathetic. Do you understand how hard it is to make an application that is laggy? Like, with just like how incredibly fast computers are versus how stupidly simple these operations are? I mean, it's basically like nuking a fly and missing. Is that ad block? I don't know. I think I have a plugin for it. Count Samsung. Yeah, low cost component. It is basically just low cost component. Alright, this runs. Whoops. Deal. It's just big tech in general. It's essentially, it's impossible to get anything done when you're like trying to work as a team and you have bad people on the team. It's as simple as that. It's not even like trying to play soccer with like a bad person on your team. It's probably like trying to do it's like probably like trying to play Counter-Strike or something. No, it's even worse than trying to play Counter-Strike with a bad person on your team. I can't even think of a team sport where somebody can sabotage you as badly as just like even a well-intentioned but really bad programmer can in software. You know. Yes, you're completely correct. It's like League of Legends. Yes, it's actually that bad. It's like trying to play League of Legends when somebody is just running it the fuck down on your team. Thank you for that. I forgot. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I got mildly into League over the summer because, you know, in California I happen to still have a desktop with Windows on it. This one intentionally runs Linux, so I can't download League or Valorant. So Valorant's not that dangerous. League kind of gets me a little bit. But I'm just too bad at that game to, like, get stuck in on it for very long. MMOs have always been the heroine. This is cool, right? We'll check in on this periodically throughout the rest of today. But that's our contrastive stuff set up. Hate them. Google the least, meta the most. Google the least, meta the most. I mean, meta has the redeeming quality of PyTorch being, like, less shit than the other stuff out there. Off the League? Yeah, I don't have it on my thing. What's your main? Lux. I tried playing Tryndamere because I thought it would be more more thematically appropriate, but the only thing I could even like remotely figure out how to press the buttons on was long range mages. Anyways, bench set, and then we will start on some actual C++ Optim. I will get my next cup of coffee, so I will be awake for it as well, and we will continue. Let's see if I can get 200 on the bar today. 200 solid ass pounds. Right back. Okay. Lux man simplicity. Matt is a Yasuo man. Hell yes. Oh, jeez. Oops. And I forgot my coffee in the microwave. Alright, so go to this. Yeah, that's right. Puffer breakout. C? C++. Really not use kettles? I heated my coffee up. It's not a kettle either, it's a coffee pot. I made a pot this morning, and it got cold. We don't use kettles to heat something up like some type of caveman. You'll get microwaves installed in the UK, so about the same time you get AC installed, though. Make sure that our sweep is running. Looks good. Yeah, and there's contrastive going. Okay, so where we left this off, you have to install this. I don't think any of this shit is documented, so we are gonna have to do more LLM bullshit today, which I hate, but the least of the evils at this point. Why did they call it Cerebras instead of Cerberus? It just heats the water. You have a Bluetooth kettle. Nah, my guy. Nah. I will say, if you're gonna drink tea, the Brits are correct that the way to do it is with milk and sugar. The way to drink coffee is absolutely black, with nothing in it. Black coffee, vanilla ice cream, and my whiskey neat. Alright, I should at least go check to see if the docs are... Whoops. Oh wait, they do have... Go here. Yeah, this is not a an API. Yeah, this is like just super shitty docs, right? Okay, it actually does have just add them directly. Black coffee, milky tea. Okay, well, you've redeemed the UK 1 sanity point. This doesn't look bad, right? So why don't we just do, instead of passing the optimizer, we have to do... Don't even consider non-milk slop as tea. If you're drinking like oolong tea or something, it's actually like there are teas that are good that way, but British tea with like British style tea without milk and sugar is just awful. I'm getting music for this as well. This is when I start to cheat and not just do everything few weeks. Okay. Yeah, we can forgive Boba. Okay, so you take learning rate. Okay, so there we get create optimizer, right? Then we do, here's the optimizer is here. And then we can do like this maybe. And we'll fix this. Deep ocean. I have another name for that already. It's barracuda. We'll get like a version of the puffer that's slightly stretched and with one tooth out, like a, mean barracuda. Hey, yeah, with compiles, lovely. How do I return this thing? It has to get wrapped as something, right? Do you have a CUDA N for testing? Yes, I do. It's in here. It's just squared, but it exists. I will warn you, though, it's not going to get more C++y over time. It will be the opposite. So, like, the only way that I possibly see this working, right, is if I make it so that writing envs in CUDA is the same as writing envs in C. Like, so I don't expect to be doing fancy C++, fancy CUDA. That's just not the direction that I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to sell the simplicity of PufferLib for a bit of performance. I'm going to get more performance and keep it simple. And have your cake and eat it too. Yuck. What a disgusting language. It's not exactly. It depends. What I'm saying here, right, is that the CUDA looks a lot like C, and if I decide that we're going to do CUDA M's, it's going to be that the CUDA's and C code is going to be the same. You'll be able to run it on CPU or GPU. And then I think I have a way to do this. It's not as clean as I would like it to be yet. Because it relies on a couple of annoying macros. Alright, what's wrong? Where? Hang on. Where the heck did my tab go, man? Okay, so where should I free? And close it breaks at the end of training. Yeah, I think I just addressed this recently. I'm pretty sure I just, like, messed with this. You can't do it in C close. You have to do it, I think, in vet close. Breaks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I made a shared close here. It's in the multi-sweep branch. You can backport it. You don't have to go to 4.0. It's in multi-sweep. But I made a shared close. And that, like, vet close will call this. Yeah, this is new convert. I didn't have a way to do this before. Good call, though. Where'd X go? Oh, 280K? 280K is quite good. This is actually pretty legitimate work. This is cool. Good job to him. Open source. Funny. All right, let's go. How did this... wait, how did I mess this up? The heck is wrong with this? I actually just... Well, it's fine. We'll just get through it like this. We'll get through it this way. And then I'm going to refactor this to not be C++ garbage classes. What is this issue? What do you... ran? The hell is this? Stupid language. Ho ho! There we go, folks. Look at that. Hell yes. Kaboom. Plus a lot of perf. That was it. That was it. 4.6 milli. Now we can improve from here. This is the desktop that's also running the stream. This is my 4090 box. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna commit this right now because, you know, why not? Hmm. We should be able to get it faster than this even still. But this is a very nice start. Make sure the sweep is still going. Our sweep is still going. And let's go check on Tune. Eggs. That's not good. Well, so far, no good. We shall see. But that is what they asked me to do, is to just, like, see if this contrastive thing works. And probably still get it faster than this. I need to wake myself up, though. I'm, like, tired today. No wonder, towards the end of a 3-week block. And also, I pushed my morning run, like, psychotically hard today. I PR'd the course by, I think, like, 36 seconds a mile or something. And get some bench sets in. And then, I think what I'll try to do, unless people have questions, because if people want to get stuff answered, this is going to be a good time. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. But if we don't have stuff to look at for the community, then I suppose I'll just try to clean this thing up and iterate a little bit and see if I can get the prototype to be a bit more mature. I'll be back. Alright. Okay. If I get 3 sets in of 200, be pretty happy today. Plus the ab training. Find some other stuff to do as well. 3:49, I got a couple hours at least. See if we can't make some good progress on this. Okay, so the first question I have is, cool. This inference is kind of fast. Oh, this? They have a fun little trick called chips the size of an iPad. Cerebrus's whole thing is wafer scale, right? They're a chip company, and they use the entire wafer for their chip. It's kind of crazy. That's why I'm using it. I'm probably going to get a sub to them as well. They were kind of like the crazy company a few years ago, like doing an insane hardware thing, and it actually works. Cool company. Right? Like, pretty darn cool company. I wonder if you could make the chips even bigger than that. Probably not, right? You can't, like, 3D print a cube or whatever that has cooling tubes. I mean, like, you can't, like... I mean, you obviously can't, but it's cool. micron. Cool. Wafer standard is big, so bigger is harder to produce. Yeah, yeah. Hardware, cool. That shit is like mind-bogglingly complicated to think about, right? Here we are. It's cool that we have people though in that, like, we have people in all sorts of different areas just in the chat here, right? That's kind of one of the things I'm hoping, is if I keep doing the stream thing and I keep doing the Twitter thing, is that eventually we'll just have technical people in so many different areas that, like, it's pretty easy to then get information on, can we do a relatively small concentrated thing to make a big advancement in some other area of science, you know? Can you please make a draft PR? What would it be a PR to? Wouldn't I have to make like some board, because 4.0 will just become the new main branch, the way we do our releases convert. Do you want like a list of shit to go into 4.0? Oh, whoops. Oh, did they have draft? I didn't see that. But there you go. There's a PR thing. Oh, wait, this is C++. We have a 2-pass compiler, don't we? Or am I stupid? Wait, C++ have 2-pass? I don't fucking know. Okay. Get rid of this. Yeah, I hate this shit. Try this. The heck is this? Fuck is this? Star? I swear, just by default, you get like the most disgusting. Why C++? Why language like this? Like, there's no good reason to ever do this. Ah. Shitty language. Can I just do this? There will just not be any, right, if I can avoid it. I'm just gonna put everything in structs and tell Torch to go fuck itself as much as possible. I'm not gonna write idiomatic C++ if it's, like, if it's just bad, right? I mean, we can kind of just say screw it, no? And just put this down here. You go here. Bit hammer with a floppy handle. Yeah, pretty effective for beating somebody over the head, not much else. That describes C++. Yo, can you just use it directly? You probably can, right? Oh, you totally can. So yeah, literally this whole code was just because stupid Python Paul, right? Even better. And we're not even auto-casting yet. Memory pinning. What? Think about your comment for a second. The env is currently on GPU. What would you possibly have to pin? Right? What would you possibly be pinning? This is a CUDA port of an Ocean Env already. I mean, it's just like, for fuck's sake, man. Welcome to the dark side. Memory is safe and bugs are fewer. My code is ass. How about that? Like, yay, unique pointers. You solved a problem that didn't exist. Until you made it a problem. Insert Bane quote. I went from games modding to physics 2 at university. Wait, I went from games modding as a teen to physics sims at uni. Insert Bane quote here. Dude, that's so freaking funny because I thought of the other Bane. I thought of this Bane when you said that. is this shit, man? Ah. Okay, there's a 4.5 milli back. We can start doing stuff with this now, right? Like, I think from this we can make progress. Alright. I need a few minutes, though. I use the restroom. I gotta get a couple sets in. And then we will continue on dev. Till 6, most likely. It will be good. Will be swell. And I will figure out... I think we'll just try to get, like, most of the code in place, you know, like the learning rate scheduler and all the things we use. Maybe we'll get maybe we'll get bfloat 16 as well. I don't know. Be right back. All right. 3 sets of 8. 200 pounds. Might do a couple more. We'll see. I really should make it so it's 3 sets of flat and 3 sets of incline, but a little iffy on the shoulder still. I gotta do one thing. I'll send one picture. Where the heck did this thing go? Hang on, I gotta go do one thing on this. I gotta go look up one thing and then we'll get back to perf optimization. Alright, let's keep going. Fun. Cool. Okay. We keep going. And yeah, we keep going. That's all the coffee for today. Okay, this is literally just API docs at this point, so I'm happy. As long as I'm just using this for, like, API docs, and I'm not, like, just copy-pasting shit back and forth for big segments, I'm happy. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cosine annealing in there. Oh, yeah, it got it wrong. Can I just use this? Ah, I see. So it doesn't exist because they write a lot of their crap in Python, I guess. But it's pretty easy to implement, right? You need the base learning rate, don't you? That's such disgusting. We'll do this though for now. This can go at the top now. Oh, param groups dot at of 0. Not bad. Nice. Right, look at that. Now we got our scheduler. Oh, this is not fast enough yet. So how do we do... Does anybody know how to do this? FP32. Is Quen 3 good? I don't know. I don't particularly care. The reason I'm using this is because it's Cerebrus and they're really, really fast. Like, this gets served instantly. I was using Grok before, which is also, like, fine. It's just, honestly, the thing that matters the most, I actually don't usually even bother thinking at all about the language model I'm using because I use them so little. But because I'm stuck dealing with this, like, sort of half-documented C++ API, this is better. And all I really need is for this to be, like, fuzzy documentation that's served fast. And it's perfectly good for that. Ideas for games that are kind of at the edge. Hang on. So, longer form stuff for sure. Like, the stuff that was done in Pokemon, for instance, that's like really long form. I'd be interested to see how much of that we get with just speed versus how much of it needs new algo. Um, in context learning, so I had this like potion crafting environment I was thinking of doing, in which the recipes would change every time, or the recipes would change once in a while, but like you would have to essentially learn what the recipes were for this rollout by trial and error over the course of making several potions. So like in context stuff. Um, Let me think what else. We definitely need more control things. There's a guy that was doing double pendulum. A couple guys actually at this point. We'd love to have that. Let me think. There's all sorts of like isolated things we can do in multi-agent that would be interesting that deal with credit assignment. And honestly, like a lot of more dedicated M's towards testing like different like aspects, credit assignment, of I guess for multi-agent we're gonna need more self-play stuff because we're working on self-play. There is a big PR for robocode from Tosin that I never merged. So if anybody wants to take a look at Tosin's PR on robocode, I love that environment and I would love to see that one finished. Yeah, those are some things at the moment. Robocode's actually a really good one to finish. Yeah. But don't just go from the current code, because Tosin actually has a really big PR to it. So you can go, like, look at the current and then look at his PR and go from there. Genetic env someone did today? No. Did somebody PR a genetic env? Oh wait, yes, yes. That article, yes, I saw that. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know that guy. It's cool. I thought somebody had gone and like PR'd a full thing. Yeah, the moral one that looks like neural MMO. Um, yeah, Daniel. So there are M's and typically with collab M's, there are M's in which you can collaborate and do better. But generally, you want there to be something you can learn on your own as well. That's one, more realistic, and two, tells you if you actually have your env correct. MOBA. If you want a hard environment there where there's obvious room for collaboration, then it's MOBA. You're gonna have to make the enemies though smarter, so either self-play or just better scripted enemies. You can also technically learn pack hunting on Neural MMO. It's a little tougher. Each side. Convert, do robocode. Spencer's got an env he's working on, but like we would like to have multiple for this, just like robocode. It's not a big project either. Like that whole M should be sub 1,000 lines. It's an awesome, awesome environment as well with a lot of history. Um, yeah. It's been on my want list for a while. How optimized is a retro gym? Oh boy, this will be fun. So Retro Gym is the worst optimized piece of garbage imaginable. You can't even run multiple copies of those environments on the same thread. Or I don't even think on the same core. Yeah. It's really, really rough. Yeah. So, just right from that, you're screwed. It's even slower than, like, normal Atari M's for that reason. Puffer, on the other hand, gets you millions of steps per second. So let's just say conservatively that Puffer is 3 to 5,000 times faster. Nah, that's underselling Puffer a little bit, because that's including our training loop. Maybe 5 to 10,000 times faster. Puffer very fast, my friend. Oh, if it's training at 3 steps per second, then Puffer's more than 1,000,000 times faster, which would be really funny. But actually, you can get Doom to be pretty fast. Like, you can get Doom over 100k. I have a little binding for that. That's amazing. It's more amazing how unoptimized the originals were than anything, frankly. Like, yeah, I've put a lot of work into this, but you should never be able to make stuff this much faster. And Puffer's going to get even quicker with the next update. What you're watching here is live perf optimization trying to port chunks of PufferLib to the Torch C++ API. The thing that kind of tipped me over the edge on this was the compile times thing, right? Like, you don't have to wait for your model to compile, like, to JIT everything every time if you do this. Pretty great. When the Yaxine interview drop? He said in a week or so. I was falling asleep by the end of it. Oh yeah, one fun thing about this. So I got my entire camera and audio settings. Like, I had to fix everything with it. I had 4 different audio programs. And then I finally got it set up, like, and then 5 minutes before the interview, I said, my camera's just a little bit dark. It's night. Let me just increase the brightness. Everything crashes. Had to take the interview on my phone. It was great. But it's a chill interview. Fuck drivers, man. Like, OBS always works, by the way. Like, this is just software being shit. Because if everything could just run through ELSA, we'd be set. But no. Instead, we have 3 different audio layers, and only one of them works. Hmm. Oh wait, bot. Really? Mm-hmm. Some of the moral environments you worked on, one of which was Mobilite, could those be extended to single player mode? Hang on, single player mode where opponents are intelligent. Well, John, I guess in my mind, what's the difference? Because it's not like we have a separate moral algorithm, right? We just run the same algorithm anyways. So, I guess I don't see such a big distinction. I don't see such a big distinction, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, technically, if you want to run it as a single agent where, like, one network controls all 5 agents, all you would have to do is, like, some reshapes in the observation layer, I'm pretty sure. I guess I could make it easier to, like, use a shared network or whatever. That could be a thing, I suppose. But I don't even know if that's going to be easier. Like, that might actually be hard. It actually might be harder to learn it it might be harder to learn it single agent versus multi-agent. Because in the multi-agent setting, right, you optimize your own selfish reward. Yeah, I don't know. I think you basically, though, you just treat it as if it were a single agent environment and it's kind of chill. Oh, and by the way, the opponents right now in MOBA are rule-based. I should have clarified. Like, the default opponents are rule-based. They're just not super smart. Like, somebody could make better ones. Cool. And for my next trick, she'll do wait, we can't do compute pup advantage like this, can we? No, we cannot. Does this work? I kind of want to just try before we do that, right? And I gotta run for dinner relatively soon. See if I can finish this. Probably this, no? This should give a reasonable speed up. Like a very reasonable speed up. Once we get it to work. This is Adam still, yeah. We're gonna have to port Mu on. Or just grab the, there is a version in Python, apparently. I mean, PyTorch. It's just not into a full release. Oh, is it this? Error messages suck. I'm gonna go after this, so for folks watching, all my stuff's at puffer.ai. You wanna help me out for absolutely free, start the GitHub. Get involved with dev, join Discord. If you're interested in educational stuff or my latest research, it's all on X. I'm taking this weekend off for once, and I will be back early next week. Neurosymbolic? Yeah, if it makes sense. Yeah, Convert did make that env. Is a cool env. 17 million, what? Limits would be in my hardware with no Python. Wait, libtorch. What do you mean 17 million SPS of what? Training? Well, okay. We got it to run. It's slower, so there's something wrong. But we did get it to run. Let me commit this. Okay, there we go. And that's a wrap for today. So thank you very much, folks. I'll be back early next week. We will be probably working more on getting this to mature implementation. I'm sure that there's going to be bugs and stuff from the port. There's going to be cleanup. I don't want this to be like some opaque garbage implementation. I want this to be something where you're going to open it and say, oh, that's basically no harder than the Python. No training? Okay, yeah. Error message, crucial to learn inside. Yes, you need to learn to read errors. These error messages kind of just suck, though. All right. Thanks, everyone. Do start the repo if you haven't already. It takes like 2 seconds. It actually really helps more than you would expect. And gives me more time to do this type of dev live instead of doing advertising and other things in order to keep the place afloat.